Prelude. Today, I bring forth a tale shared by one of our subscribers who prefers to remain anonymous, regarding a deserted town and an eerie ritual stumbled upon. Acting as the vessel for this storyteller, I relay this anecdote with a slight doubt in its truth, leaving it to you, the audience, to discern its authenticity. The story begins. The night had enveloped the desolate town in an eerie silence as I reluctantly pulled into its confines. My journey had been long, and fatigue clawed at my senses, urging me to seek refuge for the night. The town appeared abandoned, its streets void of life, save for the occasional flicker of a distant street lamp. A sense of unease crept over me as I stumbled upon a rundown motel, its facade swallowed by darkness. With no other options in sight, I approached the solitary figure behind the reception desk. His eyes held a glint of something sinister as he handed me the key to a room with a forced smile. Ascending the creaking stairs to my designated quarters, I found myself greeted by a scene straight from a nightmare. Filthy sheets adorned the bed, their putrid smell assaulting my senses. Irritated, I called out to the receptionist for fresh linens, but silence was the only response. Descending the dilapidated staircase in frustration, I found the lobby deserted, its silence amplifying the hollow whispers of the night. At the entrance of the hotel, on the deserted street, a woman in a crimson jacket and heels captured my attention. Her figure bathed in the ethereal glow of the pale moonlight. Disregarding my better judgment, I trailed after her, seeking some semblance of solace. Her crimson silhouette led me deeper into the labyrinthine streets until we reached a foreboding tunnel entrance. As she moved closer and then inside, she slowly shed her red jacket, leaving it behind like a crimson trail leading me further into the darkness. With trepidation gnawing at my insides, I pursued her into the murky depths of the underground sewers, guided only by the faint glow of her presence. As we navigated the tunnels, an unsettling feeling crept over me, yet an inexplicable force urged me onward. Abruptly, the woman disappeared around a bend, abandoning me in the oppressive blackness. Panic tightened its grip as the realization of being hopelessly lost dawned upon me. Each tunnel mirrored the last, offering no respite or escape. Cursing my foolish decision to pursue the mysterious woman, I groped through the shadows, desperate for a way out. Desperation drove me forward until, by some stroke of fate, I stumbled upon a chilling sight. In the dim light, I witnessed a sinister ritual unfolding before my eyes. A devilish creature with wings adorned the wall, its image casting a malevolent presence over the scene. Before it knelt a naked woman, her arms outstretched in supplication, uttering incomprehensible words with fervor. Fear rooted me to the spot as I watched, unable to tear my gaze away. Time seemed to warp and bend, stretching into an eternity as I fixated on the back of the woman's head, transfixed by the haunting scene before me. Suddenly, another figure emerged from the shadows, wielding a lantern that cast eerie shadows across the damp walls. Her eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, freezing me in place as if ensnared by some unseen force. My mind spun with terror, unable to comprehend the surreal nightmare unfolding around me. It seemed as though hours stretched in that frozen moment, caught between the bounds of reality and madness. Then, with a surge of adrenaline, I shattered the trance-like grip. Fueled by primal instinct, I fled from that cursed place, my legs propelled as if by an unseen force. Each turn, each corner felt like a gamble against the unknown. I ran, heedless of the obstacles that threatened to trip me at every turn. My knees buckled, sending me sprawling to the ground, but I refused to yield to the suffocating darkness that threatened to swallow me whole. My mind raced, the adrenaline fueling my thoughts as I tried to remember the way I had come. Ignoring the searing pain of scraped elbows and bruised limbs, I pushed myself upright and continued to flee, driven by a primal fear that pulsed through my veins like wildfire. Finally, blessed relief washed over me as I burst into the open air, gasping for breath as if I had emerged from the depths of hell itself. The moon hung high in the sky, offering a sliver of solace amidst the chaos. Without hesitation, I raced back towards the motel, my footsteps echoing in the empty streets. As I reached the car park, my eyes fixed on the silhouette of my car, a beacon of salvation amidst the darkness. With trembling hands, I fumbled for the keys, the cold metal against my feverish skin. The engine roared to life, a symphony of freedom and escape. With one last glance at the forsaken motel, I slammed my foot on the accelerator and tore away from that accursed place, leaving behind the horrors that lurked in its shadows. But even as I raced into the night, the memory of that twisted ritual and the chilling encounter haunted my every thought. For in that moment, all I could do was drive away from the darkness that threatened to consume me, and pray that I would never again cross paths with the horrors that lurked in the shadows of that desolate town. As the distance widened between me and the forsaken town, a sigh of relief escaped my lips. It was a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding, a physical manifestation of the fear and tension that had clung to me like a second skin. But as the adrenaline of escape began to fade, the weight of unanswered questions settled in. Who was the mysterious woman? What was the sinister ritual? Why was I drawn into this labyrinth of nightmares? With the passing miles, the night began to shed its cloak, the first hints of dawn painting the horizon in hues of pink and orange. The world outside my car window seemed to awaken with the dawn, embracing me in its comforting embrace. As I drove into the light of a new day, I made a silent vow never to return to that desolate town, where nightmares lurked in the shadows and secrets whispered in the night. Thank you for watching aikdastaan, where every tale is a testament to the human spirit and every voice resonates with the truth as they perceive it.